Waste is one of those things that definitely qualifies as out of sight, out of mind. But there is, in fact, a whole world of processing that goes on after waste leaves our homes. Ideally, anyway. Waste management is slowly becoming a global priority because a whopping 1/3 of all the waste we generate is still not being managed in an environmentally sound way. That's globally. In India, those figures are even more drastic. Some would say that the problem starts with waste collection. 70 to 95% of waste is collected in metro cities, but in small cities and villages, collection rates can be as low as 50%. This is because most Indian cities have inadequate funds and infrastructure to collect, treat, and dispose of waste effectively. India also faces the challenge of legacy waste, which is waste that has been left unattended and untreated in dumps for years. Others may say that segregation is not worth the effort, that it's all going to end up in a landfill anyway. The very reason most waste in India finds its ways to landfills or gets burned is because it isn't worth the municipality's time and labor to segregate thousands of bags of decomposing waste every single day. It's a mammoth task and a dangerous one for people whose jobs are to work with the waste that we generate. Instead, the safer and simpler way to deal with our gargantuan waste problem is to be responsible citizens and segregate our waste, irrespective of how that waste is later treated. Segregated waste is more likely to be recycled. It also reduces the quantum of waste to be treated and sorted, thereby reducing the cost of waste management. Segregated waste reduces the need for secondary segregation, which is costly, resource intensive, and in some cases where our waste contains hazardous material, it can be dangerous for anyone but robots to actually handle it. Wet waste in landfills produces methane, which is 34 times more powerful than carbon dioxide in its warming potential. Segregated waste means lesser waste reaches landfills, which reduces greenhouse gas emissions from waste dumps. Segregated waste supports decentralized waste treatment options like community composting and dry waste collection centers, which are much more efficient at waste management than municipalities. Segregation of waste also opens up opportunities to actually turn waste into a resource and building a circular economy that encourages reuse and recycling. Keeping all those benefits in mind, how do we segregate waste? There are 5 main categories into which waste is ideally disposed. The bulk of waste that we generate at homes is either dry or wet waste. Dry waste includes anything that isn't wet or soiled. Our bottles, cans, clothing, plastic, wood, glass, metal, and paper are all dry waste. Wet waste is everything organic, like food, soiled food wrappers, gardening waste, tissues and paper towels, and other material that will contaminate the recyclables. There are also certain kinds of waste that need to be disposed with care and separated from dry and wet waste. Sanitary waste is all the liquid and solid waste that is human in origin. Menstrual waste, including panty liners, sanitary pads, tampons, as well as used condoms, syringes, diapers, cotton, and bandage, all of which contain bodily fluids. Hazardous waste, anything containing corrosive, toxic, ignitable, or reactive ingredients like batteries, paint, solvent, pesticides, mercury thermometers, bleach, motor oil, etc. E-waste includes everything electronic from USBs and cables to laptops and refrigerators. Effective solid waste management begins with this crucial act of dividing our disposable contents at source. Recycling, composting, and waste to energy are increasingly being adopted as alternative ways of waste management. When you segregate waste at home daily, you're winning half the battle as a responsible citizen. This habit will considerably bring down the problems for your municipal authorities to manage solid waste. The best part is, Neither does it cost you any extra money, nor does it take up much time. The only thing you need is awareness and the desire to act on it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.